If you heard an ice cream van outside your house late at night, you wouldn't be afraid. You'd probably ignore it. But in 1980s Glasgow, that sound could mean drugs, guns, or someone was about to die. Behind the cheerful music and brightly painted vans was a criminal war hiding in plain sight. One that would end with an entire family burned alive and two innocent men losing nearly 20 years of their lives. At the time, Glasgow was struggling. Unemployment was high, poverty was widespread, and organized crime flourished in working-class neighborhoods. Police patrols were limited, but ice cream vans moved freely everywhere. They were trusted. They were ignored. And that made them perfect. By day, they sold ice cream to children. By night, they were used to sell stolen goods, distribute drugs, transport weapons, and launder money. Control of ice cream routes meant control of serious criminal income. Two rival groups dominated this hidden trade, the Marchetti Group and the Doyle Group. To the public, they were just competing ice cream sellers. In reality, they were rival gangs fighting for territory. Vans were attacked. Drivers were beaten. Vehicles were burned. What looked like harmless business rivalry was actually a violent gang war playing out on residential streets. Everything came to a head in the early hours of April 16, 1984. While the city slept, someone approached a tenement flat belonging to the Doyle family. Petrol was poured through the letterbox. A match was struck. Inside were 6 people, including children, asleep with no warning. The fire spread rapidly. There was no escape. Every member of the Doyle family died, burned alive in their own home. The city woke up in shock. Public outrage exploded, and police were under enormous pressure to act fast. Investigators focused almost entirely on the rival Marchetti side. 2 men were arrested, Thomas "Fat Boy" Campbell and Joseph Steele. The evidence against them was weak. There was no solid forensic proof. No reliable eyewitnesses placing them at the scene. Much of the case relied on witness statements later claimed to have been coerced. Despite these flaws, the trial went ahead. In 1986, both men were convicted of murder and sentenced to life in prison. The case was declared closed. To the public, justice had been served. But it hadn't. For years, Campbell and Steele maintained their innocence. Slowly, journalists and lawyers began to re-examine the case. Witnesses recanted their testimony. Police conduct was questioned. Key evidence collapsed under scrutiny. In 2004, after 18 years behind bars, their convictions were ruled unsafe. Both men were released. There was no real closure. The Doyle family remained dead. The true perpetrators were never officially convicted. And one of Britain's most disturbing crimes quietly faded from headlines. But in Glasgow, the sound of an ice cream van would never feel entirely innocent again.